I've seen. Paul Scholes. How dare he say, if Arsenal win the league, they'd be the worst team ever to win the league. What are you talking about?
I can't believe he said that.
He did say it.
I know he said it.
And what upset me, that no one pulled him up saying it either. He's a wonderful player, but...
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
He was a good player.
Yeah,
I thought he was a bit of a thug on the field, like, you know what I mean?
But don't come on the telly talking absolute crap.
Yeah.
Personally, when it comes to Paul Scholes, I understand he's a good player. Would I have preferred a Gerrard or a Lampard to him? Yeah, I would have, but... So we'll leave.
You know, like I can sit here and say, well, the Man United team that won the Champions League in 1999 were the luckiest team ever.
Yeah.
You know, how about that?
Yeah. And they were. You know what I mean? Like, and also, like, you know, the last time Man United won the league, it wasn't a great team, was it? Like, you know, Van Persie, if it weren't for him, take him out of the team, they wouldn't. Listen, I have all these things, you know, like, when they turn around and say, oh, Man United weren't the greatest, when they ain't the greatest at this moment in time. Well, nor Arsenal back in that in 2008, 2009, and whenever they won the league the last time. You know what I mean? Everybody has their drop-offs. You know what I mean? It's just that I also think the league's a little bit more competitive than it was a few years ago, because you look at, we're going to Leeds on Saturday, you ain't guaranteed whether you're going to win, lose or draw, like, you know what I mean? But years ago, you could say, oh, well, you're playing a team who's in the bottom four, you know who's going to go and win that game. So, I you know, listen, I don't know where all that comes from and all that, like, why they want to say that. Basically, like, if we're the worst team and all that, why are they going so mad about beating us then? You know what I mean? Like, we've had about 4 days of it, like, you know what I mean, of them being, and deserved so. And listen,
they ain't got nothing to keep them occupied in during the week. Do you know what I mean? They're sat here at home, bored out their heads. You know, midweek comes and they're sitting there putting the TV on, going, oh, I'm going to put Man United on. And they're like, oh, we're not on. Oh, we must be in something. Yeah, but oh, no. We're not in anything. Not in any cup, not in the FA Cup, not in the Carabao Cup, and we're not in the Champions League.
You know what I mean? Like, midweeks off, they're going to have a couple of weekends off as well. You know what I mean? So, because
the FA Cup,
the FA Cup's now on a Saturday and everything.
Yeah, I don't mind banter.
No, I don't mind banter. But like,
don't go on Sky.
Yeah, that's different.
With rubbish like that.
That's different, like, you know what I mean. But listen, at the end of the day, he's got your goat, and that's what he's meant to do. That's what it's all for. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean.
It's in your week, Chris.
It's all like it's all a little bit clickbait, isn't it? And things like that. Listen, and I'll tell you this now, right? And this is how I've looked at it. I'm as disappointed as I am by it, and I am disappointed by the result and everything like that. And I found it hard to go. But the one thing I'm going to say, you got a little bit of thing on it, is as poor as we was. They had to beat us with 2 wonder goals. And they were great goals.
Yeah, they were.
You know what I mean? Like,
and we had to give them a goal. We had to literally, Zubamendi passed it to Bueno.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But you know, like, that can happen. But like 2 wonder goals, and as poor as we were, like, you know, I think at the end of the day, my look at it is, and this is where it's great that we can talk and all that, and give everybody a little bit of our wisdom, if you like, because we know that winning leagues, we've seen it before. There's always one of them results in there. Well, these results do happen and all that, like, you know. I mean, the thing is not to panic and all that, like, you know. So I don't look at it as a catastrophe. I just go, look, you know, every team's going to have that one. You know what I mean? Spurs versus Man City. Man City had it, didn't they? They lost 2-0 to Spurs.
Villa lost to Everton.
They lost to Everton, like, you know, that's a bad result. You know, so they do happen every now and then, like, you know. So at the end of it, you know. From our point of view, we just got to dust ourselves down and just say, look, they deserve to beat us on a day, and we move on. But it was a hard one to take, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what really annoyed me about the game was, and I kind of explained it on fan cam afterwards, but I've never been, I don't think so angry. Is it angry, stressed, yeah, a bit intense after the game as I have that game, I think, for years. And I tell you why. It was the unforced error